Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. In today's video I'm going to show you how to fit a red start button in a BMW M140i, and this modification is very popular on all sorts of BMWs, and I'm sure changing the start button in a 1 Series is very similar to a 3 Series, 4 Series and so on. So this video should help you out whatever BMW you have, but this is an M140i and it's going to be exactly the same on the 240i. So this modification is really cheap and super easy to fit, and we all love a cheap, easy modification. This is all you need to fit this start stop button. We've got a microfiber cloth, a little screwdriver, which that's the only thing I do have. You will be better off fitting this with some sort of plastic hooks you can get in there without damaging any of the dashboard. And you obviously need this red start stop button. What you need to do is get your microfiber towel, keep it just underneath where you're going to put your screwdriver into, get right under this silver piece of trim at the bottom of the start button, and then slowly pry it out. Luckily enough, BMW have a nice soft dashboard, so you don't really damage it when you do this. You want to get your fingers just under this trim. So I find it best to wiggle it side to side, just like so, and then pop it out. Next up, you want to unplug this. If you're anything like me, you hate unplugging plugs, but you need to squeeze the top here and the bottom, and then you can pull it out. You've got these little clips all around this button. I've popped a few off, you can see them all there. So when you've undone all those little clips, you can pull it out just like so. Watch that you don't damage this circuit board because your start button won't work. I'm going to put these back together so I don't lose it. Last thing you want to do is damage this. This is the back of the button, and even when I press the start button, you can see it's still clipped in. And the way you do this is you can see just in there are 2 clips, and you need to unclip those. The tricky bit is when you leave this one go, the other one pops back in. So after many attempts, I did manage to undo those clips and pop this button out. Now I will say, if you have a small pliers, that would be much easier. Now that's out, it looks something like this. You can see the start button is out, and that's the rear. You've still got those 2 clips in there, so what you need to do now is make sure you've got the button the right way up. Now this does go in from the front. Pop your red button in, flip it around, and just push it on. Get the circuit board, or whatever you want to call it, and you can see that these are the buttons. You've got 4 buttons for the start stop button, and the 2 buttons for the start stop function, which nobody likes. Make sure those clips go around like I showed you earlier, and this then should clip straight on. Also make sure the start stop button presses, like you can see. That's good enough for me. We need to plug this back in. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to see if this starts before I push it all back in, because the hardest part of this was to get this thing out. Push the brake on, start it, so the start stop button works. I'm going to see if the start stop function works, which it does. And the reason why my light was already lit up the top there was I've already coded in to turn off start stop because I really don't like it. Turn the car off. So I'm gonna push these 2 clips in first, and then I'm gonna push the top in. So that's 1, that's 2. Now just for the top piece, and it slots in. I think that looks much better, and it depends on what colour M140 you've got. You may want to change the start button to something else like a blue. So I think this is a nice modification. It's a nice touch and I'm really happy with it. Let me know if you have one of these buttons. For this video I wanted to go more in depth even though it's an easy modification, because you see some videos on the internet and they use this sticky stuff. They stick it on the start button and pull it out. Well, that wouldn't work for a 140 because there's so many clips. Other videos, they're 30 seconds long and it just shows sticking a screwdriver in, popping it out and then fitting a start button. That's not correct. So I wanted to go more in depth and show you how it really is, and hopefully you all enjoyed. If you did enjoy, be sure to leave a like in the like rating down below. Don't forget to subscribe for more videos to come, and thank you all for watching, and I will see you guys on the next one.